Hello learners, welcome to yet another episode of our virtual learning class. Today we'll be looking at natural science, and under natural science we'll be doing force and energy. Force and energy. Our substrand for today we'll be looking at basic electronics. And I told you in our previous lesson that when we say electronics, we are simply talking about things that has to do with electricals, things that has to do with electricity. Okay. Now, in our objectives, we say we will identify the parts of an electrical circuit. Okay, and we spoke about the batteries, and we spoke about the switch. Okay, we spoke about the switch. Now we said we want to identify the uses of the parts of a simple electronic unit. Okay. Now today we'll be continuing from where we stopped. Okay, so today we'll be looking at the light emitting diode. The light emitting diode. Okay, the light emitting diode, which is LED. Okay, now when you look in your rooms, we have bulbs in your room. We have bulbs in your room, which also happens to be LED. Okay, so let's look at it. A LED, a light emitting diode. Okay, a light emitting diode is an electronic device which changes electricity to light. Okay, a light emitting diode is an electronic device which changes electricity to light. Okay, now how does it do that? We all said that the electricity that flows through the current, the circuit, is called electric current. Okay, so this electricity, now previously we did a demonstration where we had the cable, the switch, the batteries, and then the wires. Okay, so this is my battery. Okay, this is my battery. Okay, this is my switch. Okay, now this is the wire we used, and then this is the LED. Okay, now we are saying that a light emitting diode is an electronic device which changes electricity to light. Now this LED here, okay, can be replaced with a fan. Okay, you can change this and put a fan there, and when you close this switch, it will still work. But this LED produces what? Light. Okay, so when the circuit is closed, it glows. Okay, it glows. It produces light. Okay, that will tell you that the electricity moving through this circuit is being changed into what? Light. Okay, the same way if I had a fan here, the fan will change it into what? Air, which means it will bring out air. Okay, good. Let's continue. Now, a LED gives out light when electricity passes through it. A LED gives out light when electricity passes through it. That's what I said earlier on when I said when the current is moving through the circuit, it produces light. Okay, immediately the electricity gets to the LED, it produces light. Okay, let's look at the next one. We have what? Connecting wires. Connecting wires. And we are saying connecting wires are made from metals. Okay, connecting wires are made from metals. Okay, the wires are covered with plastic materials. The wires are covered with plastic materials. For example, I have this. Okay, when you look at my wire here, the blue part, okay, this blue you see, it's just plastics. Okay, it's just rubber. Okay, plain plastic. But then if you look at it very well, you see some brown metal. Okay, this is what you are talking about. This is the wire. Okay, this is wire, and this is covering the wire. Okay, so when we say the wires the wires are covered with plastic materials. This is the material we are talking about. This is the plastic we are talking about. Okay, and the metal is the wire. Okay, good. The wires allow electricity to flow through them. Okay, it allows electricity to flow through them. Now in your room, you realize that all the switches, when you take the switch off, the first thing you see is a wire. Okay, for instance, look at this. Okay, when you look here, you realize it is what? Wires. We have wires here. Okay, so after it has been covered, when you turn the switch on, electricity moves through this into the socket, and then you can charge or plug your television set. Okay, good. And we are also saying that connecting wires provide the path for electricity to flow in a circuit. Okay, connecting wires provide the path for electricity to flow in a circuit. Okay, the same way we said, when you have a circuit, okay, when you have a circuit, this, let's say this is my wire. Okay, this is my wire. Okay, now this wire will allow electricity because of the metal. Okay, because of this metal, electricity can pass through it. Okay, electricity can do what? It can pass through the metal. Okay, now when it is moving through the metal, let's say it is my phone is on charge. Okay, my phone is on charge. Okay, so the cable is connected to my phone, and then I have my switch here. Okay, the electricity from this socket moves through this wire into my phone. Okay, so when mommy's phone is low and you put it on charge, electricity has to move through the cable into the phone for the phone to charge. Okay, that is why if your phone is not charging, it's either the metal in the cable is fault, okay, or it is broken. Okay, good. Alright, so let's quickly run through what we have learned today. And previously we said a circuit is what? It's the path through which electricity flows. I hope you've not forgotten that. Good. A circuit is a path through which electricity does what? It flows. Okay. The electricity that flows through the circuit is called what? Electric current. Okay, the electricity that flows through the circuit is called electric current. Now we said the light emitting diode, which is LED. Okay, so when you see LED, we are talking about what? Light emitting diode. Okay, LED, light emitting diodes. Okay, now a light emitting diode is an electronic device which changes electricity to what? Light. Okay, in our previous experiment where I showed you the circuit with the bulb, you realize there was this green bulb. Okay, it is called what? A light emitting diode. It is glowing. Whenever the electricity passes through it, it glows. Okay, it produces what? Light. And then we said a LED gives out light when electricity passes through it. So you saw that when I turned on the switch, the green bulb began to what? To glow. Okay, it began to glow. And we said connecting wires. Okay, connecting wires are made from metals. Okay, and then I showed it. I told you the cable you saw is just the plastic covering the wire. But the wire is made from what? Metals. Okay, they are made from what? Metals. Okay, and we said the wires are covered with plastic materials. Who can tell me why it is covered? Because we don't want a situation whereby you connect it to the socket and then it will shock you. Okay, because if it is not covered, immediately you touch the metal, it will what? It will shock you. So in the house, when you see a cable or a wire in the house and that part is not there, the rubber is not there, do not touch it. Tell mommy, the cable is spoiled. We have to change it. So the mommy will change it for you. Okay, good. We also said the wires allow electricity to flow through them. Okay, without the wires, electricity cannot flow through a circuit. Connecting wires provide the path for electricity to flow in a circuit. Okay, good. So I will end my class today. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, be good children. Bye.